With it, y'all. Welcome to another episode of live interviews on IG with MistaRye and the Bubble Podcast. I have a good interview set up for you guys, so but today we got an artist that's on. He's eager to get on. He's eager to get on here and tell y'all about his story and music. This is a very talented artist. I've seen a lot of his posts on his Instagram profile, and my man is active in music, and I want him to be actively telling us what he's doing in music. So he goes by the name of Alby Sound. I fucked it up on the promotion for this interview. I apologize for that, brother. But again, this is Alby Sound. He's coming originally out of Rodeo. We're going to see where he's at right now. And I got a few more questions for him as far as where he's based at right now. So welcome to the show, Alby Sound. Thank you very much, brother, for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So we're going to get into your musical journey in just a second, but I want to start off with the question. I've seen some posts with you with MacArthur Mays. Now, are you linked up with them? Are you part of the group, or are you just a real big supporter of those guys?
No, I'm just a big supporter of them. Like Champ Green's my guy. So like, that's the homie right there. So is Ian. So, like
Is that how did you link up with them all the way out of Rodeo? What brought you up to the Bay Area?
well, I actually knew Champ for a long time. Um way years ago. And I just met Ian. I didn't know him for like a long time. I just met Ian when, you know, MacArthur Mays was originally connected with the Grand National. Like that's when I like met Ian Kelly.
Okay. And then, all right, let's get into you right now, man. So, how long have you been doing music? I see that you are an active artist and you are doing stuff that I want to talk about, like shows that are coming up right now. How long have you been into the music and what got you into the music?
I've been into the music like literally my whole life. So I started making music back in back when I was going into high school, like years and years and years ago.
Mhm.
And I started making music when I knew Pilo, I Am Sue, all before the HBK gang.
Okay.
All before it. Because I'm close to them in age, but there's still an age gap here and there because I'm older than them.
Same
But
generation, though,
yeah,
right?
they're a similar generation. Yeah,
Okay, I got you. So when you say you've been making music for a long time, what have you been doing? You've been writing? Have you been an artist? Have you been a producer? What is it that you've been doing to really jump into this music?
I've been like been writing lyrics. Like I have like so many lyrics just stashed away, and I'm like, okay, I need to get some of this stuff out, because some of it's still relevant to today too, like the stuff I had.
Yeah, I mean, I look at a lot of my music as the same way, man. I've written it years ago, but it's still relevant to the issues that's going on today. Absolutely. So what? All right, I'm trying to get you to explain because this platform is, as you know, that this platform inspires aspiring artists. So, what is it that keeps you trying to succeed independently?
Seeing my peers do their thing, like I see my peers going and doing their thing, um, because as you know, like Nobi that runs Noble Cinema Studios, that's my guy. I knew him for a long time, and I've been watching all the stuff that he's been doing for artists for years. Like before he had the production space, he's been doing videos for a very awful long time, like
So
helping
it's
other.
just the success of your peers, or the movement of your peers is what's motivating you to keep going.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I got you, man. That's a good answer, man. I like that. What made you reach out to the Bubble Podcast? Because I know that you're, as an independent artist, we're going to be trying to put our stuff all on every platform. But what made you reach out to the Bubble Podcast for an interview?
I seen some people that you interviewed, and I seen stuff that you have promoted, and I was like, it interests me, so I wanted to reach out.
Are you doing your promotions on your own?
Yeah. Um, I I typically do. I'm not, I'm not really good at it, but I typically do like Instagram ads and stuff like that.
How are the numbers? How are they? How is the how can I put this? Because I can't, I don't want to discourage people from going the route that you're going, but the route that you're doing it on your own is really difficult. So how is it progressing for you as far as like getting your music out there? Because I see that you're getting shows coming. We're going to talk about the show that you got going right now, but you know, how is it in your eyesight, the progress?
It is a lot tougher when you don't have like the ample amount of help. You know, like there's a lot of artists that has like teams built for them. Like I don't have that just yet. I know that's gonna happen, but I don't have that just yet.
Is that a part of your like end all goal to have a team behind you and have a whole production team doing the work for you, or do you want to stay hands on as an artist throughout your career?
I mean, I'm hands on, but like I'm always down to like work with people and learn from other artists and stuff like that. Like that's always been my thing. It's like no matter how old I get, there's always room to learn something.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I don't like speaking about age on here because that's really irrelevant to me. But as far as you brought it up, as far as you getting up in age, do you feel like there's a cutoff point to where you're going to stop chasing your dream, or are you going to be forever doing this?
Um, I actually have this conversation with my mom all the time, but the thing, the there really isn't to me. There is no cutoff because once you do that, you hinder your growth when you do stuff like that. You go, oh, I got to make it by the time I'm 30, or I can't do this, or I got to make it by the time I'm 35, and then, I can't do this, or I got to make it by the time I'm 40.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't even be rapping at 55. Those things. I mean, I wouldn't want to be like a struggling artist at 55, but that's not the point I'm trying to convey there.
Right. It's not even on your mind, right? That's what I wanted you to convey to people, man. That you shouldn't even be looking at a cutoff point because you're right. You box yourself into some type of time field that you shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? And it's like, who are we to tell that our art should hit before we hit a certain age? You feel what I'm saying? We can't do that. And I commend you on that. I commend you on that. So the show that you got coming up, I seen uh, a post of yours that you're involved in a show, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is it a show with Eyes Low?
Eyes low, yeah, that's the homie.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I had a good email conversation with him, and he sent in a few tracks, and I love his music, man. So how did you get linked up with him?
Um, Nobi through I knew Eyes low longer than that, but like Nobi through like a little networking event at his space, and I seen him perform. We we chopped it up a bit. I performed one of my songs, and we were talking about working together, and then we never got a song together, but we do got this show coming up.
That's pretty dope, bro. How did you so how did you guys just really just come together and was like, all right, were you involved with the show and putting the show together, or were you just like, okay, I want to perform, and they invited you to the show? How did you do that?
I'm actually setting it up. So I have it where it's to be like a mini, like a music festival. That's why there are like so many people performing.
Yeah.
Um, I recently just added the homegirl Frisco baby on the for the show.
Okay. So
So
this
I
is
was
your show. You putting this
yeah
together.
yeah.
That's dope, bro. So why don't you break it down? I mean, use this platform to break down what you got going on, who you got on there.
All right, so I got um the J Harmony, a dude named Air Cloudy.
Okay.
Air Cloudy a long time. Um, Juggernaut the Beast. Of course, I did mention Frisco Baby. We talked
Yep.
about Eyes Low, and and another fellow named Briscoe.
All right. Where's the event gonna be at?
Nova Cinema Studios.
And what city?
That's Vallejo.
Vallejo, California, guys. So you guys look that up in Vallejo, California. What day is it gonna be? What time?
It would be July the 13th. It will be 8 to 11.